Are you sure we're in the right spot?
Yeah, it's just down the street, right around the corner. That's where we're meeting Naem and the Mute.
All right. Well, just seems a little shady. Is all.
Yeah, a little bit, but I'm telling you, these breakfast burritos, they are worth it.
All right. Well, let's go.
What's going on? Did you guys order yet?
Oh, they're closed. Some kind of virus going around.
What? A virus? Oh no. Now we're gonna get a virus and shot and no burrito?
Oh no. Faiez, you swore.
I didn't know. I guess that
Oh,
explains
man.
why there's no one out here.
Well, I'm hungry.
Well, maybe we could find an In-N-Out or something.
Oh,
All right.
I
You
like
guys
the
down?
cut of his jib.
sounds
Hell
good to
yeah.
me.
You down, Mute? Hell yeah. All right, let's go.
Man, this LA smog's getting out of hand.
I know. I can't see an In-N-Out anywhere.
Welcome and happy Halloween. I almost messed that up immediately.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Happy
Halloween. Welcome to the newest episode of the Bioka Bakery podcast. You may see that things are a little different around here. A certain je ne sais quoi going on. Yeah.
Wait, when did that happen? Who did that?
Don't worry about it.
Who did that?
Ev- ev-
Spooky.
Everything changed when we were setting up to record and a bunch of Isuzus hit the building while we were trying to record, and we got isekai'd into a new building.
It's all right, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you got isekai'd and now you're a Sherriff?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, a marshal?
A Sheriff Yeehaw.
Oh,
Sheriff
okay.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, it's extra
But-
spooky because I'm crooked.
You're crooked?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You can
Okay.
bribe me. You get
should work on
get
your
away with whatever
posture
you
then.
want.
Well then,
I'm just saying.
Well, that's not what happened to me. I didn't get isekai'd. You see, I just I drank that new pumpkin spice latte, and then I woke up like this.
Yeah, that would do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
pumpkin
that-
spice will do it. And I guess nothing happened to me. That's the real scary thing, the unchanging reality of life as we know it.
Horrible.
Yeah, you just kind of met us in our isekai world.
I just somehow managed to make it with you guys for some reason.
somehow.
You were driving the Isuzu.
I was the driver.
I guess the driver should get isekai'd as well.
But that
Yeah.
was supposed to be the plot twist at the end of the isekai. It's like, you were the one that did it, and like, yes, I brought you to this world, and you, I don't know why. I didn't even think
there's-
of a good enough reason.
There's so many fucking isekai. I bet you that's like a plot point in one of them.
God,
Honestly,
I would hate
probably.
that so much.
that probably really is.
That's the real scary thing on this spooky Halloween episode.
I was just driving my Isuzu to work when I isekai'd a bunch of kids.
It's
We're
not
all
even
trick-or-treating.
intentional. Oh, it's terrible.
I'd
Oh wait, whoops. Can I don't think I can say that right now. I don't know. If I can't say
That
it, it'll be bleeped
isekai'ing a
out.
bunch of kids is horrible.
No, I can't say fuck.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
see, look,
yeah.
it might get bleeped out right now. And if it does, then that's fine. But
Oh. So today on the show we have Faiez.
hello.
Yes, hello. We of course have a Naem and BuzterZero as well.
hello.
Yes. It's a very spooky day. Very spooky indeed. So on the topic of spooky things, of course, did you guys hear about this interesting bit of knowledge the scientists around the world have found out? They have culminated together to try and estimate how many ants are on Earth.
Why?
Mm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's really interesting because they estimate there's about 20 quadrillion ants on Earth.
Wait. So quadrillion, so it goes billion, trillion, quadrillion.
Yes.
Yeah. Wait, isn't
Ha-
it? Wait, billion? Yeah. You're right.
Yeah,
Never
that's
mind.
right.
Damn.
20 quadrillion.
That
So that's about 2.5 million ants per person.
We
Do
get our
you
own
think
ants.
you could fight 2.5 million ants if you had to?
that's how you get ants.
2.5
That's how you
million.
get ants.
Yeah, when you fight ants.
So the only thing that I would ask is what kind of ants?
Every kind.
Oh, okay, fuck
Oh,
that.
so it's all species.
Nope.
That's every type of ant. Yeah.
And
No.
depends on how much raid I have.
Ooh. One can.
Well,
One can.
No.
How many cans of raid do you think there are in the world?
Definitely enough for that many ants.
And
Was
do
it 2
you
million?
think how many millions of ants do you think one can of raid could kill?
Not a million. I
Okay.
don't know. That's probably
Mm,
maybe 1,000.
Yeah, maybe.
1,000?
Depends
I
on
don't know. I think it could kill more than that.
I
'Cause,
think
like-
taro could do it.
What?
The taro, the gel that you put out for the ants, and then they think it's food because it's yummy, and they take it back to the colony, and they share it, and you kill the colony that way because of
Okay.
It's
exactly
called
poison.
taro?
Taro.
Yeah, I didn't know that either, actually.
Yeah,
I,
it's really.
I mean,
really
is that a brand or is that like the name of
I
what?
believe that's the brand.
Oh, because I just
Yeah.
buy the Raid brand.
Yeah.
Same thing.
The idea is you put like little droplets where they have their little lines to patrol for food, and they find it, and then they send their workers to gather it and bring it back to the colony, and then they
Aren't-
share it throughout the colony.
Aren't they trying to kill you?
The ants?
Yes.
Well, I was talking outside of the you're gonna die from 2 million ants scenario.
So is the scenario that they're like in like battle formations?
Oh, like the British Army.
Yeah.
I think I would be more afraid of that because like when you see a cluster of ants, that's expected. But if you see them in like not single file, but like if you see them in like rows and sections of ants and they're divided by like each different type of like fuck that.
Yeah.
No,
And
I'm
they just
out.
get
It's
bigger
just
and bigger the
course.
further back
Yeah.
they go.
They
I'm
got
just
little
gonna
trebuchets,
Damn.
muskets.
the Dios Vault.
Start lobbing balls of ants at you.
Yeah.
Oh,
We must slay the
no.
giant.
No.
So
Dude. Oh my god, that's terrible.
I think I'd win.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, with the
fair.
formations. That'd be startling, but I would just like, all right, get to stepping.
So it's actually very interesting that you mention ants because I recently watched it because my friend sends me videos of like random I think it's I forget what it is, but basically it's like nature like mini nature docu clips or whatever.
Yeah.
And he sent me one specifically about fire ants, which I found out two things. First, I found out that fire ants sting. It's not the bite, it's like they do bite, but they'll bite you to hold on, and then they'll sting with their butt.
Oh.
I thought it was just a bite, but no, it's actually they have the pinchers, but they use it to hold on, and then like a bee, they sting you. So that's why you get like the red welts on your hands.
Okay, yeah. I
So
always thought it was a
Fuck
bite.
that.
yeah, so that was the first thing that blew my mind, and then the second thing that was even like worse was that which maybe this one's like a little bit more common knowledge, but the fact that like let's say there's like a flood or something like that, and their hive gets flooded or whatever, they'll like, because they're so light, they'll be able to just like float on water. So you'll just see a huge mass of ants like floating down somewhere. And heaven
Damn.
forbid if you like if it's like you're in an actual flood and you just see that thing coming at you, like the minute that it touches you, you're just dead. Water doesn't kill it. They're just gonna float. It's
It's like-
terrible.
That's a World War Z shit.
That really
Yeah.
is, honestly. It is for the ants.
It's so ridiculous.
I-
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
if it's like
oh,
if
well,
it's
there
like
you go.
fire ants or some of those like oh fuck that shit.
Yeah, that's how they do it. They hold on with their teeth, and then they just use their abdomen to just keep stinging you like over and over and over again. It's so bad.
Damn.
I don't like it.
Yeah, if it's like those kind of ants or like any of those other ants, like on some of like the scary shit that like what's that channel? Ants Canada.
Oh,
Hell
yeah.
yeah. Shout out to Ants
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah,
You the real
if it's
one?
like some of those crazy ass fucking ants, it's like okay. I thought you were just talking about like the normal like regular ass like house ants. Like
Yeah.
whatever. They ain't shit. But yeah, if you get some of these like crazy like stinging ones or other poisonous ones, like yeah, okay. There's some crazy types of insects that are gonna murder your shit.
Yeah. Like
Especially if there's like 2.5 million or whatever ridiculousness you said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Oh
thank you.
man, going up against some of them bullet ants.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh,
That's
fuck that
exactly-
shit.
You
Oh,
know,
God.
Coyote
Yeah, same.
Peterson style.
Yeah.
Get
Nope.
ready for the sting zone.
2.5 million.
Pass.
2.5.
pass.
Nah, bro. Get me out.
Yeah,
Let
the
me just-
freaking-
I'll just grab one bullet and put it in my head. Just end it.
yeah.
What now?
As far as fighting ants goes, it's already terrifying if they're organized. But yeah, now they've got like their special forces bullet ants, chemical specialists, those yellow ones that use like the acid from their butts.
Ugh. Yeah, no.
Also,
thanks.
it's like it's a legion of different types of ants.
Yeah,
So like you've got your regular worker ants. They're the ones that are like working the trebuchets.
yeah,
And then you got the fire ants.
yeah.
That
They've
they're
got
just
the
like in the
flamethrowers.
second line. Oh shit!
Little ant
Oh.
flamethrowers.
Damn.
Dude, what is this fucking Bad Company from JoJo's? It's just- Oh my god.
Yeah, little grenadier ants.
Some of them flying helicopters with missiles.
Yeah.
Ah.
But yeah, so in this article they mentioned that the total sum of ants would weigh more than the total sum of all birds and mammals on the planet combined.
Damn. And mammals includes us, so that's even worse.
Yeah, that includes us.
Yeah.
I remember this interesting thing in Ben 10 where like aliens, they're talking about aliens first contact with Earth. The first alien species that came to Earth assumed that the dominant species was ants because they far outnumbered humans. And they have their own little societies and stuff like that, and they go to wars, so they act like normal civilizations. And I'm just like, that's actually a pretty interesting point of view. I wonder if an alien like was observing Earth for a really long time, would they think that like, oh, ants, these are the guys?
Yeah, well,
I mean,
I'm pretty sure they wouldn't think that. Yeah, we're the dominant ones. I'd be like, man, look at these dumbasses.
I mean, just because we're stupid doesn't mean we're not dominant and still more intelligent.
I don't know, man. Maybe.
I don't know. Ants. Yeah, I mean they are incredibly organized, but like, would an alien race be able to actually make contact with them?
Do you think ants could defeat aliens?
I don't think ants could defeat us.
I don't know. They
I
would,
mean,
if they would at very least take out a lot of us.
How?
What do you mean?
Just okay, like just I guess if they had like a theoretical power where they could all like synergize and just like infest into every fucking house. They're basically like birds, but for ants.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you had that kind of situation, okay, sure.
Yeah. And then like I think it'd be really hard to keep ants out of from getting to a lot of people in a lot of situations. There's going to be a lot of heck of a lot of losses when it comes to fighting ants. Of course, the ants will have more losses.
Yeah, they'll definitely have more losses.
Yeah.
Number wise. Maybe not percentage.
Mm,
But then you just gotta resort to chemical warfare.
I mean, that's where the raid comes in, the terror.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
See, chemical warfare, like that just applies to humans.
that's
Nobody
true.
gives a shit about ants or bugs.
The ants were not at the Geneva Convention,
Yeah, they fucked up. That's
but
why we're more dominant.
I guess they're so small, maybe you wouldn't have seen it. Maybe one
Oh.
little ant stepped in one dot of ink and then signed the Geneva Convention.
maybe.
Yeah, but we don't recognize that shit.
No.
Bomb them.
Sorry, ants. Not sorry.
No. Yeah, ants are pretty scary. But speaking of spooky things, the other day I was thinking about something in particular. I believe we're all familiar with this, the Mandela Effect.
Oh, not this
Mhm.
again.
Well,
Oh,
Looks like it's
Uh,
this again.
oh no.
anyone who doesn't know, Mandela Effect is explained as a phenomenon where a large group of people misremembers something as a altogether, basically. One famous example being the Berenstain Bears, or in this current reality, the Berenstain Bears,
Yeah,
amongst other
true.
things. But famously, it's named after the idea that a lot of people thought Nelson Mandela had died in prison, but he actually didn't. Which got me wondering specifically about this. Does that mean that a bunch of his prison mates just saw him one day, like, "Whoa, I thought you died"? We've been in
I
prison together for years. What are you talking
I
about?
mean, I think the more concerning thing would be that one guy who's like, "Oh shit, I thought I killed you."
Ooh,
Oh no.
I don't like this.
I
Going
gotta do it again.
last 15 days thinking I killed you. And now people are telling me that's not true.
Ha.
Hmm.
I don't know who would be worse off in that situation. Like, because like, okay, if he thought that he killed him, but he did it, like, does that mean that like he like for whatever reason he just played it out in his mind as like, yeah, I killed him, or
Whose neck was that in my hands?
Ooh,
it's just somebody random?
it was so easy too.
I could do it again.
Well,
And then
fucking
next week he's like,
shapeshifters.
I thought I killed you.
He's just got fucking Groundhog's Day for killing
Oh,
Nelson
no.
Mandela.
That's terrible.
Well,
But
I don't know if you guys are familiar with the paranormal explanation for the Mandela Effect, but
no.
that being the thought that alternate realities are overlapping with our reality, and at those times our realities, the two realities are very similar, and so once they cross, we actually transfer into the other reality, and we remember things how they were from our former reality. That's why only a group of people are remembering this, and then the rest of society is just like, no, it's always been that way. It wasn't Bernstein Bears; it was Berenstain Bears.
Oh, okay. I did hear that one then.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So wait, it's saying that like everybody gets transported or only a small group?
It's supposed to be everyone's consciousness. Well, I guess I don't really exactly remember that. I believed it was everyone has their consciousness transferred, but I guess it'd make more sense if it was only a small group, which explains why only so many people remember it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, because I thought you were saying that maybe everybody got transferred, but there's just some people who are like, no, it was always that way.
That was
It's
how
like,
I
you know,
remembered
They're
They're
just a
just
bunch
trolling.
of fucking sheeple.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna say they were trolls. They're just like, I'm just gonna fuck with everybody. And so like, no, it's or not. They're gaslighting him basically. It's just like, no, it's Berenstain. What are you
Oh,
talking
so
about?
they are the paranormal people if they're gaslighting.
Yeah, there was never any Jiffy peanut butter.
Oh
Never.
no.
What?
Jiffy peanut
Oh,
butter
because
is not
it's
a thing.
Jif.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah.
Jif.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, that I remember because it's like real moms choose Jif. Real moms don't choose Jiffy.
Fake moms choose Jiffy.
Yeah, because then they're fucking. Well, I guess they wouldn't be the aliens.
Paranormal moms choose Jiffy.
Ooh, spooky.
For that one, that's just obviously people like getting Jif confused with Jiffy Pop.
Or Skippy.
That's what I thought. Skippy.
Or Skippy.
Man, there's so many things that we just don't remember, right? Because like that's the same thing with the what was it, Fruit of the Loom with the cornucopia, where
Oh yeah.
there's no cornucopia in it, but like for some reason everybody thinks there is, which I thought too. I honestly thought it had a cornucopia.
There's the Star Wars quote.
Yeah.
Oh,
Luke.
yeah. It's no, I am your father.
Yeah,
Right.
he doesn't say Luke.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't say Luke, I am your father. No, it's how you said it.
I think that one was attributed to just like because so there was kind of something similar with what was it, Arnold Schwarzenegger, where like everybody for whatever reason everybody's like, oh, he does the thing, he does the but it's like no, he didn't do that. It was an SNL skit where the person portraying him was doing the and then everybody's like, oh yeah, that's Arnold does that all the time. It's like no, he doesn't.
He must hate
Well,
that.
I think comedians did that all the time to make fun of him.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think it was probably like Chris Farley and shit. Was it Tommy Boy or Black Sheep? But the one where he's like, in front of the fan, going to David Spade. He's like, Luke, I am your father, like in front of the fan. I think that's probably what popularized it.
Yeah, it's possible.
There's the We Are the Champions by Queen, Mandela Effect.
I don't know if I know that one.
When people sing that song and it gets to the end, we are the champions, we are the champions, and then it like goes into like a low crescendo. Everyone, like, the last thing everyone says at the end of the song is of the world. That's not how
Yeah.
the song ends. He never says of the world.
At all in the song?
No, he
Or
says
just
it
at
like,
the end?
yeah, at the end.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of people
Okay.
will do it, and then like if they're actually listening to the actual song, it's like it doesn't do that. It just goes, "We are the champions," and then like the music plays out, and that's it.
Yeah.
But most people
Well-
expect that of the world.
Okay,
Well,
I can kind of see that one.
I'm pretty sure that's probably because of like movie edits and stuff where you would cut off the song midway where he would have said that.
Of the world.
Yeah.
But people even specifically remember a specific concert where they supposedly remember him doing it. And I think it may have been that one famous was it like a health heart concert thing? I don't know. One of those charity concerts. And
Oh yeah, okay.
I want to say that was a concert that they're like, no, yeah, there's footage of him. There's just no footage of him doing it.
Alternate reality.
Very
Somewhere he
spooky.
did it. Yes.
And
Yeah, I
that
don't
ju-
know. It's really weird stuff to think about because I mean, like, to think that like you so firmly believe something, and what you believe to be true. Like I firmly believe it was Bernstein Bears. And like when I was told like the Mandela Effect thing, oh, Berenstain Bears, I'm just like, no way, no. I had some of those books. It's Berenstain Bears. And just like you, just like fundamentally at your core, just like what you're telling me is wrong. Is
Yeah, I
that
mean,
freaky
I
deaky?
definitely remember it that way as well. But I also know that my mind is fucking stupid. So like,
It is
I can't
hollow.
really. Yeah, it's ain't got shit in there.
Oh, one of us actually had a Mandela effect that wasn't like a popular like public knowledge thing. It was a personal Mandela effect where our tech person back there, certain yellow-hatted little gremlin,
that one.
was
Why can't I hold it?
was
That one.
looking up their email, and I think their old email, I think the reason was for like an old account on a game that we had
Yeah,
played forever
yeah.
ago. And they're like, okay, this old game, it had to have used my old email. And they kept looking for that old email and they couldn't find it. And they're like, I specifically remember that it was this. And they even asked me, like, on Messenger, you remember this, right? And I was like, yeah, that's what I used to chat about. And after a while, they're like, that was never my email. Apparently, this was my first email, and I never actually made an account with that
Oh.
name. And I'm like, there's no way. I remember that name. He's like, apparently, it's not a thing.
Ah, yeah,
And
that
Mm,
was
all
kinda
of
weird.
their information that we thought was tied to the username we remember was all on the other one.
wild.
I don't know. I
Well,
think you're just conflating Mandela Effect with, Hollow Brain.
Oh, hollow brain.
you're the hollow
Well,
brain.
Yeah.
Well, you
You
see.
too.
Hey,
Look at you.
it just goes to show that memory truly is the scary thing here.
The mind. When I think about it, oh yeah, silly thing. You want to hear something silly, Keloid?
I like silly things. Yeah.
The brain named itself.
That is true.
That's so stupid.
The brain
But he's not wrong. That's the
named
thing.
itself. Yes, I guess. Ah,
Sit on that one.
that's a weird one. That's paranormal.
That is that is
Yeah.
pretty weird to think about sometimes.
Yeah, like when you sit and think of like everything you see is just information that your brain is converting like in there. It's like, man, it must be wild to have like legit hallucinations and just like there's really not much to hear and see things that aren't there. It's just a matter of whether your
Hmm.
brain decides to tell you this is reality.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even your sense of touch, like, oh, someone's touching you, or you just got hit. Like your brain says, no, then no, you don't feel none of that.
No, that's always a hallucination. No one's ever touching me.
That's how magnets work, right?
What
What?
they
Yeah,
touch?
the whole thing about magnetism, about how we're all negatively charged, so we're never actually touching another human being because we're actually repelling ourselves at a microscopic level.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Well,
Then
there you go.
How do I come?
What?
You've never come.
Stop.
No.
We're not. No,
It's
shut up.
The negative energy makes you come.
Just shut
Ah,
up.
shit.
No, we're not
Yeah.
doing this.
Spooky.
Oh
So,
my god.
yeah, what you're saying is actually pretty interesting because I was reading a thing about how to lucid dream, and kind of what they say a surefire way to do, but a little difficult, is basically, in layman's terms, you dull your senses. That way, you are still receiving some stimulation, but not anything coherent enough for your body to be able to recognize what it is. So, like, you listen to white noise, like static. Um, you have something they say, like, put like halved ping pong balls over your eyes. That way, if something moves in the room, you won't be able to tell what it is, but you'll see the shadows of movement. Like there's a fan above your head or something. You
Uh,
have ping pong balls in your eyes. You won't be able to know what it is.
If
But
something's moving in your room, you need to know about that. This is a
Mm.
stupid idea.
uh,
Keloid, you'd be so easy to kill.
by
Or Rob.
2.5 million ants, they'd get the jump on me. Yeah. In the middle of the ant war, I'm just like, I'm gonna put these balls over my eyes.
Go to sleep, lucidly dream.
Then
The
you're like,
dreams
whoa,
will
it
send
feels
me
like I'm
message.
moving.
The
See,
dreams
feels
will
like
send
I'm
me the
moving.
message to defeat
Keloid
the
would be
ants.
Keloid would be the reason why the alien species are like definitely not the dominant ones.
Ooh, no, no,
Can't be.
couldn't, no.
Couldn't be. Then who?
Uh, but yeah, basically the idea is because your body can't solidly discern anything that you're sensing when you fall asleep in that state, you enter a lucid dream state where, like, you have the ability to control what's happening in your dreams. Something about that has a correlation. I don't really get it. It's all
That's the real trick, the illusion of control.
mm,
You
Mm,
never have control.
no,
mm.
no.
That's very true.
Very spooky.
We're all in a simulation. All that garbage.
Yeah, that's truly spooky.
Is it
I would
though?
hate to be in a simulation where I'm being attacked by 2.5 million
I would
ants.
say- Of course, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's most people, but
And there's like little,
you specifically.
there's
yes.
like little Agent Smith ants.
Oh shit! They turned
Yeah.
into a giant Agent Smith hat.
Yeah.
Mr. Kel. Oh no, it's fucking Million Ants from Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty. I am 1 million ants.
That's basically what it is. It's just million ants, or well, I guess 2.5 million ants for a
Yeah, in
person.
this case, he's bigger.
Ugh.
Damn.
Speaking of big, all right, okay, all right, okay, all right. I was just waiting for somebody to say something stupid. Um,
Oh, I got you. We're not gonna talk about Kel's big cucumber plushie that he keeps in the back of
yeah, not
in
gonna
the
talk
other
about
room.
it. So
We're
fuck
not
off.
gonna talk about that.
Anyways, to get back onto the spookies, I guess I could say one of so it's weird because like the fear that I have is like not something that is at least currently like plausible, but for some reason whenever I think about it, it kind of just like scares the shit out of me. But I'm weirdly afraid of like massive giants, but like not like super tall people like 10 foot or whatever, but like monolith giant things. So like you've probably seen some of those pictures online of like actually I think they've been resurfacing too where it's like and it's like a stupid caption. It's like oh like I just wanted to relax in like Ohio or whatever, and then there's like fucking eldritch horrors like flying through the sky, or like there's like a giant beast that's just like reaching a hand over a mountainside or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Like stuff like that. When I think about it for like longer than like 10 seconds, I'm like I'd be scared shitless. I don't know what I would do. I'd probably just like I'd probably do the thing where like everybody's running away and then I'm just like staring up at it and I'm like, I'm fine, just kill me. I'm not doing anything. What can I possibly do?
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
mean, honestly, it is really scary.
yeah. Um. Well, I don't want to give spoilers for it, but
What is it?
I'll just say Cabin in the Woods. If you guys have
Oh,
seen it, has a
I
scene
haven't.
very much like that. Okay. But yeah, I get you. Like when it comes to like the whole, even if it's not Eldritch, just like every once in a while, like there's, I think there's like a subreddit dedicated to that. Like, pretty sure it's called megalophobia. Is like the fear of just giant fucking things.
Oh
And
god.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
even if you see like some mountains that you'll see, like in like the fucking Alps at certain areas, or there's a mountain range in Canada, where there's a certain area where, like, you'll have a picture that's like basically in portrait mode, and like it'll just be taking up the entire fucking picture with this giant fucking mountain. And
Dude,
seeing shit like that always gives me a feeling of dread.
there have been a couple instances where like I have succumbed to like a quick fear when it comes to like seeing something like really big for just an instant. I can think of two particular times in my life where I was driving and just got like spooked real hard for like a second or so. One being driving from Phoenix back home in at night in a thunderstorm. And
Was I there for that one? Because I remember a thunderstorm one when we came back.
um was it at night? Was it like
Yes.
pitch black outside?
Yes. Yeah, yeah,
Then
yeah.
yeah. So what had happened was we got to the part in the desert where we're nowhere near society. And you look out into the desert, all you see is complete darkness. And at one point, like lightning strikes and lights up uh the night. And what I thought was just complete flat desert lights up a giant silhouette of a mountain nearby, and that scared the crap out of me in that instant. Because
Mm.
I was just like, I had no idea that was there. Like, just something suddenly, like, I see a giant silhouette in my peripheral. Like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually remember that trip because like so it was weird because I was kind of I was passing out like intermittently throughout that time, but I do remember specifically waking up and like the other thing that freaked me out was that like it was pouring like super hard.
Yeah.
Like literally just somebody was just dumping like buckets on the car. And then yeah, I was like, holy shit, what the and like cuz before I passed out like it was like like no rain. It was like perfectly fine. You know, sun was setting, but still like it was fine. And then I just wake up to just like slamming on the car, and then yeah, the thunderbolt just and yeah, I remember looking over at the side, and in the complete darkness, it was bright. It lit up like super bright,
Yeah.
and I could see like the mountain ranges at the far end, and I was like, what world are we like traveling through right now? This is insane.
Yeah, it was really scary. Kind of having that. Um the other
Or
instance,
buckets.
oh yeah, there was just a guy on top of the car. That was super scary. Uh I don't remember where we were driving to, but like we were driving through the mountains, and it was also kind of at night. I want to say maybe we were going up Azusa Canyon or maybe Angeles Crest. But it was late at night, and I made a corner, and like I don't know, I think it was something similar where there was like a flash of light, and I saw what I thought was the silhouette of just a giant man just in the trees.
Oh,
And my my first thought in my primitive human brain, corrupted by the internets, was it's a super big slender man.
yeah, that's corruption.
And then like after about like 4 seconds, like my mind like clears up from like the shock of saying that, and I'm just like, that had to have been telephone poles. There's nothing else it could have been. Um, but yeah, and I'm pretty sure that is what it was, unless there's a Slenderman out there that's just like, like 30 feet tall.
Oh
It's
yeah, hands
possible.
down.
Yeah,
But
hands down.
but if it was a Azusa Canyon, then it was also like a Slender Man covered in rattlesnakes.
Oh yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah. I wasn't a fan of that. Wasn't that scared me a lot more than I thought it would. That's for sure.
Understandable.
Yeah. As far as phobias go, there's this one interesting one I had kind of been looking at a little bit recently. Submechanophobia. It's a very particular phobia where your fear is of either submerged or partially submerged animatronics.
That's so
What?
specific and
Particular,
so stupid.
yes, it's
Yeah.
very specific.
So if
So
they're
like
not partially submerged,
they can be partially submerged.
what if they're fully submerged?
Fully submerged counts. But it's specifically anything with animatronics and being kind of or fully in the water.
So what if it's like a
Oh.
pinky toe?
I don't have it, so you couldn't ask me
So
if
it's like
that counts.
when the pinky toe's out, it's fine. The minute the pinky toe touches, all bets are off.
That might
I'm out.
very well be the thing, because I think the idea, honestly, is if it's partially submerged and you already see a lot of it, how much more is below the surface that you can't see?
Is that well? I guess it would depend on how clear the water is, right?
Yeah, but I do think that it might be a factor for the fear.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay. So it's just
Uh,
dirty water.
yeah, murky,
Yeah,
swampy
I
water.
guess all
Dirty,
animatronics
filthy.
could just be T1000s.
Some of them are.
Fuck.
Yeah. I don't know. It is a really interesting fear. It's pretty crazy to think about it, because it's like, oh, you have this fear? Yeah, you ain't riding the submarine in Disneyland. You ain't finding Nemo.
Actually,
All right,
yeah, yeah, that would be the one. Okay.
tell me I'm not the only one. I might be.
You are not the only one.
You might be though.
You?
But go on.
I like you. So when it's heavy fog out on the streets and you can't see shit,
Mm-hmm.
there's always the thought in the back of my mind that at any moment I'm gonna see a T-Rex head pop out.
In the fog?
that at any moment I'm just gonna see fucking a T-Rex.
I
I'm out, and I'm like,
honestly,
well, I knew it was gonna happen.
I think that more so in Heavy Rain,
Hmm.
and it's a Spino.
Both
Why?
stupid.
No, don't get closer to your mic to say that.
They're both
That's-
stupid. That's,
Oh,
but anyway.
just like that. And turn your back on me
So
like that.
I would say that. So I wouldn't necessarily say a T-Rex, but like that phobia that I have of like super giant thing, like that would mix in with fog, because like at that point it's like I can't see anything. So if like a giant ass hand just like reaches down out of the fog, then it's like, fuck, dude, there's something bigger behind the fog. And like that would freak me out. So I've thought about that sometimes, like when it's like super heavy fog. But yeah, not specifically T-Rex, but a big giant thing out of the fog. Yeah.
Well, it kind of reminds me of Nope. That
Yeah.
that fucking the UFO thingy and that shit really fucking scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, that
And
that
like,
definitely had some really intimidating scenes with how they shot it.
yeah, like it seems so simple. Like, seeing, I really loved how they did that, because a UFO just kind of going through. It's like something that we're desensitized to seeing in media, but I think Jordan Peele did a really good job at actually making that like kind of horrifying. Like the way it moved, how it was kind of silent, and then like just the sheer fucking size of it was just all so unnatural. And like the way it was shot, especially like when you just see that it's like the entire cloud or whatever that's just constantly over that mountain.
Oh yeah, man.
Minor spoilers, but also the UFOs and all the trailers. So.
Yeah, it's on all the trailers.
That is true. Yeah.
I don't think it's that much. That was spooky. That did get me. And like even one of the early scenes that didn't involve that kind of got me. I don't want to spoiler, but it's a really good movie. Just go watch it. Just go watch it. Lee, what are you doing listening to our podcast?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know what you're doing listening to our podcast. Really get your life
Yeah.
together, buddy.
Ooh.
Yeah, come on. That's the
There's
real
so
scary
much you
part.
could be doing, and you're here. You fucked up. You
Yeah.
fucked up somewhere. Somewhere you fucked up.
That should be your phobia.
But we appreciate that, and we're gonna take advantage of that. So
the phobia is specifically our podcast. Was it Bioka Bakery?
Oh, Bioka Bakery. Yeah, I think I heard about that one.
Damn.
Oh, it's deadly.
Let me update the internet on this. Go to Wikipedia, go on X, on 4chan.
Oh,
honestly, it sounds like a couple of our friends might even have that, because they haven't seen a single episode. You know who you are.
One. No, they won't know.
Yeah, they're too scared.
Good point.
Damn.
Good point.
Got him.
Oh, so then they won't see it. Fuck you.
That is true.
Unless you're watching.
Then
Hey,
double
we-
fuck
Fuck
you.
you.
No. Still don't love
I
them.
guess still don't, yeah. Paranormal things are pretty paranormal. Would you guys ever summon a succubus?
Just for the hell of it?
Well, I don't know what reason.
I mean, I guess to get fucked, but like,
Well, yeah.
but I mean, what are the circumstances here? You gotta set the scene.
It's
We got
basically
some candles lit here.
Oh,
It's
it's
a little moody.
Wait,
Yeah.
My dick's out. Proceed.
Go on.
Okay. Basically, it's a question of, do you think you'd ever be in such lustful of a mood that you
I
just
think,
like,
I think the kids call it down bad.
oh,
Ah, yes,
Oh,
Thank
oh,
you.
the
Down bad.
kids.
That's
Yeah,
the
that's what kids be
the-
saying.
that's
the
word.
chillins.
Would you ever be that down bad?
Yes.
I'm
I hate
I'm
this.
I just gotta summon a succubus right now. My dick gotta get
So,
wet.
so what is succubus lore exactly? Like, do you for sure get killed by a succubus? How does that work?
So that's the
I
thing.
don't know the specifics.
I don't think it's actually ever like 100% clear if it kills you. Because like I think succubus is it's one of those things, right, where I think the lore was created because they basically wanted to explain like how wet dreams happen.
Oh, really?
I think that's
because
right.
because like
Damn.
specifically, you know, they're trying to say like, oh, like it's a bad thing, like this is why you're having wet dreams, is because a succubus is like having sex with you in your dreams, and you're just like, oh.
Boy, are you jerking it before
but
marriage? No, mama.
but
The
again, like
succubus, I swear.
it doesn't like it's not killing you, it's just I guess I guess it's killing your purity in a sense, so
Oh.
maybe. But
That's
That's
it.
so fucked up.
yeah.
It only kills your
if that's
purity.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
All right, so that's a yes.
Shit. That's it.
Down bad. You got the down
Damn.
bad.
Yeah, you got the down bads.
I thought it was like at least a couple easy payments of like $5.95. But if it's just my purity, that's a dime a dozen.
Again, it varies. It's like, you know, it's just that it takes like a couple, like your life force, so it's like taking years off, or yeah, straight up, it's just so good, it was so amazing, you nutted super super hard, and then you died from it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Where's the downside?
I think there are several versions of the lore, but I think that is like one of those old school ones for sure. But I think like I think the idea is in the case of summoning succubi, I think it's that you are so damn bad. You just like, you know what, like I just really want to summon succubus. And you do this ritual, and you know succubus is there, and yeah, she's not going to kill you yet, but like you get to play around, a little foreplay, do whatever you want, and then like
important.
it you get like a few times with the succubus before like she is pretty much done with you, and then she kills you. Like I think it's like, you know, 3, 4, a dozen times, I don't know, whatever.
One,
Normal
One.
relationship.
half a second.
Yeah.
God! The second the foreplay starts, dead.
Done. You're boring, you're bad.
Oh,
I
see,
mean, with the divorce rate in this country, this is just like a normal marriage.
True.
I think
Yeah.
that would be worse though. Is if like legitimately you summon this succubus, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get some sexy time right now. Then she just looks at you, she's like, nah.
Damn.
Like they're made for like indulging your lust, but if they even look at you and they're just like, I can't with you, no, just go.
Yeah.
Go away. Go somewhere else.
She's like, I'm starving. I need those cummies to survive, but still, nah, I'm good.
I think I can make it another couple hours. You know.
Damn.
It's like, oh, hold on, I'm getting pinged by Chad over there. Yeah, hold on, just wait right. It just cucks you right in the middle.
Just like
Not
poofs
again.
into like a cloud
Damn.
of smoke. You see like the neighbor's window across the street poofs it over there.
You go through all like the summoning rituals and stuff like that. And then the succubus comes out, you get
I would
fucking
hate that.
rejected.
I bought
That's
so
so
many
bad.
candles, man. I can't take these back. I burned them.
I sliced my hand open.
You just start watching the neighbor with the hand on the glass.
Damn.
Oh,
Damn. I summoned a succubus for someone else.
damn. Unless she
bad.
knows that the only way you can come is through NTR.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, she's playing. She knows.
Yeah,
Was
they I think a succubus should know that if you like that.
They are supposed to know like your deepest like sexual desires, so that they're like, oh no, like even though you don't know, I know, so we're gonna do this.
Oh, you like feet, huh? But I have cloven feet.
Do they
I
have
can't
cloven
help
feet?
you.
I thought it was supposed to be like
I'm pretty sure
human-like.
they could take whatever shape they want.
Oh, so
Uh.
they know that you like feet, but they have cloven feet
Yeah, she's
or
kind of
cloven
against.
hooves. Uh,
Well, makes sense.
See, but
we
then
do
that's
know that
kinda
that's
hot.
Keloid's thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
ditzy
don't talk about
girls.
my hair.
Yeah, that's how you made your fucking tiefling.
Oh
nasty.
no, it
Okay,
was
now I don't want to
simply a
talk about it anymore.
You
question.
had hooves, you bitch.
No, I just wanted horseshoes underneath her boots, so she made the clip clops.
That doesn't make sense.
Give me a negative modifier on stealth.
Yeah. But to answer your earlier question, yes.
Ah, okay.
Yes. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, I guess it's cheaper than OnlyFans. Fuck it.
Nominally.
No, they got some good sales sometimes.
And do you know how expensive
On the
candles are?
succubus?
Ooh.
Yeah, you get like six sessions or whatever. 50% more before they kill your ass.
www.succubus4u.net.
Oh damn.
Apply for 6 sessions, get 2 for free.
Hey. All
Damn.
right.
If
I
it
like
doesn't
where this
work
is
out,
going.
you get a free sub to Farmers Only.
Oh shit.
They're more
Why-
evil.
Why are they working with farmers only?
Oh,
Because you don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com.
Even though it's a lie, because we're city people, so they just subscribe us to farmers only just because.
Just be like, I farm gold on MMOs, bitch.
Okay.
That's a farmer, I guess.
It's a living.
I
But
just
yes.
feel that I don't know, summoning a succubus, summoning anything leads to summoning more things.
Does it though?
It's a slippery slope.
Not
Yeah.
if you're dead.
Like summoning a segue to our sponsor.
We have sponsors now?
shit.
We got one,
Do
right?
I think it's Blue
this
Chew.
episode 7, right?
Blue Chew.
Yeah.
Chew. Oh, so that's why we're
Sorry,
talking
about
horny
succubus.
talk.
Yeah, makes sense. Gotta get your Blue Chew on.
I guess.
What is Blue Chew?
Oh, it's like Viagra, but like you get a doctor prescription for it, and it's dosage for you.
Don't you need one for Viagra?
Yes, but it's not. They don't do a dosage specifically for you when it comes to Viagra. There are set dosages for it. But Blue Chew, the idea is it's not just for erectile dysfunction, which is primarily the idea for Viagra. Blue Chew is just like, I want a boner and I want it now.
Wait, but they tailor it? They're like, how
They're
bad do you
checking
need
the
a boner?
Yeah. Yeah. How down is your bad?
So then could they also measure out like for how long? It's like I'd like one for 10 minutes.
I don't know how that works. I'd assume there might be something to that effect because obviously you can't have a boner for too long, otherwise your brain don't work so well.
Wasn't Viagra made for a totally different purpose before?
I want to say that is the case. I think the Viagra was made as a we made a drug and it does this. I guess let's monetize that.
It's something to do with blood flow, right? That's why
Yeah.
I think that's why your dick gets hard. It has something to do with blood flow.
Yeah. I can't remember any specific examples, but there are a few drugs that kind of work that way. It's like, oh, like it's got this intended purpose, but it also does this. I don't remember what the usage of it for, but the hair loss drug that is used in like Rogaine, that was a drug that was actually developed for a different purpose. But they found like, oh, it helps hair regrow. So yeah, I guess we could market it for that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh. We checking the wiki?
And now we're back from our sponsor.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Blue Chew.
Blue Chew.
Yeah, we talked
Chew the
about you,
blues.
so
With your rock hard dick.
I don't. Well, no. Well, now we lost our sponsor. All right.
No,
you chew it with your dick.
That's
Yeah,
that's
what I
not
heard.
how. That's not how you use their product.
You-
They're gonna get mad at
you
us for
s-
that.
You sound the pill into your dick.
Stop!
Oh,
No,
no.
we've already
my
lost
fault.
the sponsor. We can't get it back
No.
now.
Oh shit.
I didn't.
All right.
Yep. Next
All
week.
right.
Well,
next week.
Next week.
We'll send this to them. If you guys don't see the banner below, you know what happened.
Yeah, if we don't have a code there.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting that.
No, I don't think so either. Maybe we should try something else.
Oh, well, we'll workshop it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Back to the regular episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, can we take a quick break? I gotta use the restroom.
oh, that's gross.
Gary.
I need to take my blue chew.
Don't cut the footage.
No.
He said the thing.
I'll be right back.
Whoa. What the? I don't know. What was that?
I think he's
Blue
getting
Chew
attacked
kicked
by
me.
2.8 million ants. It's the ants.
Oh, is it? They've come to life.
They summoned a succubus.
All right. Well, welcome back. So moving on from spookier things and horny things, let's lighten it up a little bit. What are some of you guys' favorite like Halloween seasonal treats? Like, do you like pumpkin spice lattes and get pumpkin head like me? Do you like candied apples? Do you like what are some of those? Calchocula,
Good
monster
question.
tacos.
Ooh,
Months.
I don't really associate that with the season, just because like it used to be a normal thing, but I guess now it is.
It's got like Halloween decorations on it.
It is. It does. It's like I like the new wrapper that they have on that.
Yeah.
But honestly, my favorite thing to get this time of year is probably just pumpkin pie.
Hmm.
Big fan of pumpkin
It
pie.
is a very Halloween thing.
Yeah,
And
like you could
Thanksgiving
probably
kind of bleeds over to that.
it does. But like this is kind of the time of year where it really starts. You see it a lot more. Yeah, it's a classic.
I'm actually not that much of a fan of pumpkin pie. Or pumpkin spice lattes either.
Oh.
I really don't care for those.
Oh,
I just kind of don't
Not
like
a
pumpkin.
Not a pumpkin spice latte person either. The
But
one
it's-
thing I like getting around this time of year. Well, okay, I used to, I guess. Lately, though, not so much. Was the caramel apple pops.
Oh, yeah.
Those I used
Those
to
were my favorite
love.
candy.
Yeah.
Those were my favorite candy. I used to love those.
And then recently they just started sticking to my teeth and trying to rip them out.
Yeah.
Oh, they
And
always did that. They
I,
were
I
always
don't
like that.
I don't know. I didn't have that problem, and then I started having that problem, and I'm like, these are dangerous.
It's
I'm
the
at
caramel.
an age. I'm at an age where if I lose a tooth, that's it.
Yeah.
That's
you kind
it.
of don't want
Yep,
that.
you're dead.
That's a major medical bill.
Yeah.
Pretty
They
much.
are so good.
How about you, BuzterZero? Do you have a snacky that you really like for the folly?
Man, so I know everybody hates on it, and I know like it's literally the candy to like
If you
shit
say
on.
candy corn,
candy corn.
he said it.
He said it. I knew he was gonna say 'cause I knew the answer.
I can eat candy corn. I'm not gonna say it's the best candy. I'm not gonna say that like it's amazing, but if I get candy corn, I will eat it and I'll be fine. But
How
like
do you?
Yeah. I don't mind it. Like, I mean, I definitely don't look forward to it, but if it's there, I'm like, ooh, candy corn. Like, if it's in a bowl,
But,
I'll
like,
take some. I'll eat it.
growing up, like so many people would always say like oh, candy corn, like that's the grossest candy. It sucks. Blah, and it's like it's fine. I don't Like it's a candy. I'm gonna eat it.
I consider it pretty mid tier for like Halloween candy.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Down?
Tier. Shit tier. At the
See?
bottom.
See?
I'm not really a fan of it. I gave it a try as a kid, didn't really like it. Had it as an adult, still don't really care too much for it. I don't know if I'd say it's like absolute shit tier, but
Had to clean
pretty
my
low
mouth
for me.
out with dirt
There you go.
just to get the taste out of my mouth.
That really
Okay.
makes you lose credibility. If you're using dirt, that's your like default
It,
mouth
it just
state.
it had to be immediate.
That's
Couldn't
a
make it to
palate,
a sink. Couldn't
dirt's a
handle
palate
it.
cleanser.
Well,
Yeah, like
that's how he eats his sushi. Not with a
Oh,
side of
God.
ginger. He has a side of dirt.
Oh,
Just
dirt.
after he has the tuna.
But what if he's talking about like those the little crushed up cookies they put on like the mud pies?
What?
No, that's not
Wait,
what he
you
was
put
saying.
cookies?
Is-
You're supposed to put cookies?
Do you put dirt?
It's a mud pie
Oh, do you
There
put
you
mud?
go.
and clay.
Okay, yeah.
And clay.
Of course. Give it texture.
Okay.
Uh
Mm.
but anyways, candy corn. I will say I did also like the caramel apples. Caramel apples are good. Although like so I I think I forget the name of it. It's like is it caramel dapple or something like that? Like
What?
because there's like a specific caramel apple candy or not candy. It's an apple, but no, no, no. Don't you dapple over there. Anyways,
What?
shut up. All right, I'm getting lost. So it was a specific caramel apple where like I think it had like flakes on it, like crunchy flakes.
Oh, wait,
don't
a
know if you
candy or an
guys-
apple?
No, it was an apple. But it was a specific brand I specifically remember that I always loved getting for the caramel apple. I don't know. I don't even know if
I don't
our editors
remember
can even pull that up.
brands.
I do remember it was a specific brand only because like my school, whenever my school would have them, they would always get that particular one. And it's like it has a picture of like a little kid and he's like holding like a giant ass like caramel apple looking all doofy and stuff. I don't even know if
don't
anybody
know.
remember. Is this my
No.
Mandela?
I
Is this my Mandela
I
thing?
only ever got.
You
like,
can't
caramel
just call
apples at,
shitty
like-
memory a Mandela.
Isn't
Yes,
it?
you can.
That's not gonna become a thing. We'll fight this.
It will. Maybe that's your
Maybe it was
Mandela.
already a thing and we just got Mandela'd.
No, shut the fuck up. It wouldn't be we. It has to be like I'm pretty sure the whole Mandela effect thing has to be like a large percentage of the population agrees on this.
No,
Faiez, you've been Mandela'd.
No, fuck you.
Yeah, we're getting
Just
Mandela all over the
gaslighting.
place.
I imagine like a headshot of Faiez and then just like the red stamp. You've been Mandela.
No.
Yeah, editor, do it
Okay.
now.
And then the stick bug starts
No.
dancing.
Oh yeah.
You've been Mandela'd.
What the fuck? Fucking like
Anyways,
2011 internet.
Oh yeah. Of course.
I'm almost certain it was a specific brand, but
Was it
whatever
like in a
is.
wrapper or something? Because like I've never gotten. The only time I ever get a caramel apple is like at a fair or something. So it's not like in a wrapper.
I would usually get them.
It wasn't a
fairs, but
wrapper.
sometimes at the grocery store, like I've gotten ones
Yeah.
that were like in like a plastic carton.
Yeah, they got that plastic thing shaped like the apple, and it's like a triangle shape to stand up.
I never got those.
Not the triangle.
I think
Oh,
the
no.
closest thing was the chocolate store at the mall.
Oh yeah,
See?
Rocky Mountain.
No, Rocky Mountain.
Yeah,
Rocky
yeah,
Mountain.
the Rocky Mountain.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rocky Mountain oysters.
No.
Or I think Disneyland had some good caramel apples too.
You know, I've never gotten one there.
Disneyland has everything delicious there.
I have not tried enough treats at Disneyland, and there's so many good-looking things. I mean, the Dole Whip's
Yeah.
great.
They do
Love
have
me
a
some
lot of
Dole
good
Whip.
stuff.
was it that we had at Knott's that one time? We were
At
sitting on the
Knott's.
balcony.
On the balcony.
It was during was it you?
Yeah.
It had to have been you.
I've gone to Knott's a lot.
We went during the not scary time, and we were
Okay.
sitting at the
Oh,
restaurant at
in
the
the Wild
Calico,
West. Yeah.
yeah, Wild West area, and we were watching like these people. We're watching the scare people
Yeah.
walking by.
We were looking into the fog and seeing the sparks and hearing the screams.
It was the funniest. So,
Swirling wine.
pro tip: if you go to one of these things and you're a scary ninny like me, shut up. We were sitting on like not really a balcony, but like on the porch of this restaurant, and we're watching. It's all fogged up, and we're seeing the scare actors walking around, and it was just the funniest thing. The minute you'd hear a scream in the distance, you would just see all 3 or 4 scare actors that were roaming around turn towards the noise and bolt that way. The minute someone screamed, they were on their ass. And we just see this girl running out from the fog into the middle of the street and just get surrounded by scare actors.
Oh, fuck.
She dropped to the floor, hand over her head, and chainsaws. People just
Yeah.
all around her.
Oh my god.
I'm like, just shut up. Just shut up and hope someone else screams.
Yeah. Honestly.
What? Ugh.
Can't help it.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that's just a knee-jerk reaction thing. You can't help being jump scared and they're just
Yeah, it's just like it's evolution.
Oh,
Evolved to be a bitch.
The next step of
10 times
evolution.
worse.
Yeah.
the bitch.
To answer your question though, I don't remember what it was that we had while we were there listening to the terror.
Yeah, but
That was a sweet thing, or I mean, you guys didn't even remotely describe it.
no, I'm trying to remember. I know it was good. I think
But it's just like it could be
well,
chicken,
I
it
want
could be
to
like a donut.
I want to say Amadeus was with us.
I believe so.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
Oh. He
Oh,
was
Apparently
there.
the Faylin
It-
was.
I think it was a feeling of just good food, watching people get scared and scream and run away. I think the whole environment was just good. You know,
Oh yeah.
That makes sense.
They say
left a good impression.
they say being surrounded by good friends and in a nice place with screaming makes the food.
So question then. Of the scary theme parks, which do you prefer? When
None.
they do their scary whatever.
I'm a bitch, so none. There you
Hey,
go. Yeah, we bitches.
yeah, I'm a biggity old bitch.
I kind
Uh,
of like Universal Studios.
I think the production value at Universal is definitely better
Yeah.
because they are a movie studio.
Last time I went though, it wasn't a great experience because it was just waiting in lines forever.
Yeah, that
Even
stuff's
with
definitely
Fast
blown up.
Pass. Yeah. So it's like it was cool when we got in, but it's just like, was it worth the wait? I don't know. But it's fun.
I've kind of been curious to go back to Universal for one of those. I've only ever done that once. I've only ever done Knott's once. I thought Knott's was a little bit of a better experience just because the ambiance in the park as a whole, with just like okay, yeah, there's just people getting like jump scared everywhere constantly all the time. And that's pretty dandy. Plus, the
So-
park's already kind of themed to be like a little spooky with like Wild West,
Ghost Town.
ghost
Yeah.
town idea. So it fits that a little bit better.
I would agree with you because I've been to Not Scary Farm once and I was younger, but it was funner to just walk around.
Oh God, what the hell? Okay,
Oh, your hand,
my
You're
hand's
stroking
doing a
out.
scary thing right
Getting all
now.
stroked.
idle
Or
hands.
possessed. Something.
Oh shit!
That's fine.
Oh, your hand got
Spooky.
Mandela'd.
Shut the fuck up.
You've been Mandela.
No, 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 no.
You never had a hand.
Oh,
Oh, so that would be terrifying. I would be scared.
yeah.
This entire time, I think I have a hand, and then it's just like, oh,
It's all been ghost touch.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck
man.
that.
Become like
that
fucking
that would actually
butterfly
be scary.
effect.
Yeah. Become
Yeah, no,
action
thank you.
poocher.
Speaking of-
S-
Oh, go ahead.
oh, well, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, so the big thing about me, like, so that's the thing, right? Like, the reason why I don't like those kinds of places is because it's all jump scare, right? Like, I think I've realized that, like, I don't mind being scared, but it needs to be like, it needs to be just like, holy shit, like I'm terrified, like I kind of like that a little bit more because so
Yeah.
I actually was thinking about it because I saw the poster in the back there for Get Out. So like that's a perfect example of like that's scary to me, but I enjoy it.
Okay.
Because that movie is like the way that everything's set up, it's like building up and doing all this, and like it does that really well. And another thing that I also liked, which even though whenever I think about it, I'm still scared shitless by it, but what what was it called? What is like Channel 52 or what was it?
I think that is it. I think it's Channel 52.
Yeah. So like Channel 52 is like the perfect example of like I am scared by this and I know that I'm scared by this, but I'm okay with it because it's like it's all like mental or like there's like a couple jump scares, but it's not just all jump scares. Like they
So,
use it at the right times.
so to those who
Alright,
don't
so
know, yeah, Channel 52 is a YouTube channel that does, I think that it's called Analog Horror, where it's a series of videos that are done, and they are all related to one another. It's all a theme, and it kind of tells a story. But yeah, like they're all pretty different. Like the first one I think is the traffic one where it's like the car driving through the rain.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and yeah,
Hmm.
they're all different. It's supposed to be like um footage from a local news station, but they are all super creepy without doing jump scares.
huh, okay.
There's like minor, so that one does have a jump scare in it,
Okay,
but
yeah,
it's again
it's not
it's like at the
egregious.
right moment, and then it's not like, yeah, and again, like especially the other videos. So I'll do a minor spoiler for this one, just because like I need to mention it, but like the one that still gets me to this day is the one like the sleep help one or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
um so the reason why that one is like so effective for me is because like the way that they present it, it honestly seems like it's something, and you know that everybody's done theory videos and all that stuff, but it's the fact that like it is technically based on like something that could potentially happen. So long story short, it's a video, and again, spoilers for this one. But basically, it's supposed to be a chat or a program on the channel that's like, oh, we're gonna help you get to sleep. We're gonna help you, you know, blah blah blah, whatever. And you're supposed to follow this program that they have, and like you're watching it, and then all of a sudden the program starts like it literally starts like shifting to being like a brainwashing kind of thing, where it's like you don't need sleep, you don't need to have dreams are fucking dumb, you don't need them, like just stay awake forever. Here's these images of people's faces, and it's like super warped images of like what looks like faces but they're not really faces, and the entire time that it's showing you this, like in the background, it's saying there are no faces, and it's like repeating it over and over and over again. And like if you watch some of the theory videos about it, basically what people were saying is that what that like episode was supposed to do was make it so that you so and you I might need a little help with it, but basically the way that we interact with people, like we look at faces, we look at emotions to determine like how we should act towards somebody, or like, you know, are we causing them pain, are we doing this, that, the other. But there are certain people who, like, if they don't recognize like certain facial features or certain uh like emotions or something like that, then they start losing like empathy for the person. So once they start losing that, then they can justify like hurting them or like saying mean things to them and stuff like that, because they no longer see them as a person. They see them as just like a thing. And like it's actually based on like real science of like, yeah, if you don't recognize somebody's face and as like a person, you start losing that ability to treat them like a person. And that's the kind of stuff where it's like, that's fucking terrifying, but I will gladly be scared about something like that than somebody just coming out and just going "Oogada, boogada, boogada."
Yeah,
Well,
you got that down pretty well.
it just sounds like an explanation for people's behavior on the internet.
And in real life.
I mean, yeah.
Well, not really. I mean, what I mean is that because, you know, on the internet you don't really, all you get is like a sense of someone's avatar or whatever. Like I feel like it's a lot easier. Well, I mean, not feel like hands down, it is a lot easier to get mad at someone when they're just some sort of obscure avatar or username online. You know, but it's different when you see someone's face. I think for two reasons. One, because if you're face to face, they could fucking punch you in the face. But two, also like that empathy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. But yeah, what he's saying is like the scary thing about this is that like it's training people. The idea is it's supposed to be training people to lose that sense of being able to tell that someone in front of you in a real life situation is another human being.
Well, what I'm saying is like I feel like that's what the internet does.
It's a little bit different. So the purpose of that specific video though is to
No, I get what you
well,
meant. Yeah.
but yeah, like I get what you're saying. But yeah, again, that's why it creeped me out so much, because it's like this could just literally apply to like being out in person. So basically, imagine if people actually did act like they did on the internet, but just in like real life, and like they legitimately don't care if they're gonna get punched. They're just gonna be like, I'm not treating you as a human being. Like I'm literally just gonna treat you as whatever I see you as. That's pretty scary.
I kind of feel like that's bleeding over to real life. So I think
We're
it's
getting too
kind of
real
happening.
now. We're getting too real.
You know, that might start happening more in real life, and you know, people like that might even, I don't know, storm a government building or something like that.
Oh boy.
That's
Yeah.
unheard of. That'll never happen.
Well, I'm just saying, you
Not
know,
in this reality.
in his,
Yeah, yeah.
if it were.
You know what it really makes me think of? It makes me think of a certain indie film based on Fight Club. I believe it was called Insomnia.
Wait, what?
I believe it starred Mr. Faiez.
No,
What?
we'll talk about that.
But the whole theme of it was losing your inhibitions. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, so like kind of applies.
Oh
there.
wait, okay, now I remember. You tried to Mandela me.
What? No.
Okay.
Hate you all.
It's definitely being obscured.
Oh my god.
It just means anything and everything now. Yeah,
That
Mandela
is-
my pants earlier.
But that's the true Mandela effect.
You Mandela in your pants.
What if that's actually what it was? It's actually like it just fucks with your it's like a Cthulhu or something where it just fucks with your perception of reality. So it's like no, it is Mandela. You don't understand. It's Mandela. You're just like, no, shut the fuck up. You're stupid. You're dumb. You're like, it's Mandela.
Damn.
And then a giant picture of Nelson Mandela just ah ah.
Nelson
Yeah,
Mandela
cover-
is behind it all.
Yeah, it could be from prison.
He's the actual.
Conversations like this, the conversations like this are the reason why I have 2 drinks, one in my hand and one in front of me.
Plus the coffee pot we had was also full of your whiskey.
Yeah,
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah, full of whiskey.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's already gone.
So another scary
they-
thing at theme parks:
Oh yeah.
teens,
What?
Beans?
teens, kids. You know, between the ages of 13 and 18.
Oh, teens.
Yeah, teens.
I thought he said beans.
The Beanie Boppers.
The beanie bop. Okay, I get you now. Beanie
So,
bop.
specifically about the knots.
Oh yes.
Did you hear that they implemented a chaperone rule?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we were just
uh,
talking about that a
yeah.
couple days ago because we were
Mhm.
actually there. We
Not in the park.
not in the park. Yeah, we went to go get candy.
Yeah.
You went all the way out there for candy?
We were kind of in the area.
Yeah, we were kind of close to there.
And then where's my candy? Anyways.
Actually, I'm gonna say this on the podcast in front of everybody. I actually still have your candy. You left it with me.
Yeah, I've cursed your name several times. I'm just
Straight.
like, if BuzterZero ate my candy.
Anyways, but yeah, well, we heard about it, but for those who haven't,
So, Knott's Berry Farm, for those who aren't local, I think it's a Cedar Fair park.
I
I
believe
think is
so.
who owns them now. Well, started to get a bad reputation, and it was kind of all culminated to one evening where they had to close the park down because apparently a bunch of teens were like fighting all over the park, all over the theme park.
Yeah, it was a battle royale.
oh
Yeah, they all
fuck.
dropped in
Oh.
on Tiny Toon Town, whatever. I don't know.
Tiny
Fortnite.
Toon
Yeah,
Town.
yeah. They all got off the battle bus. They dropped into Twin Towers or whatever it's called. I don't know. Twisted Towers.
Twin Towers.
That's it.
How did
Well,
they
too,
might call it that.
too soon, Keloid. Too
Oh,
soon.
no.
Uh,
I'm sorry.
So after that, they implemented a chaperone rule where they're like, all right, Fridays, no kids under 17 without an adult, and each adult can only watch 2 kids. And at first, like, I think the initial thought was, hey, you're losing all that money. But the normal adult park goers, you know, with their kids, with like little kids, like actual families that went, were like, wow, this park is so awesome. We love it. Keep it up. And the park was like, man, we're getting a lot of positive feedback. We're going to make it all weekend. So now that school's back in session, the kids are in school Monday through Friday, and then Friday through Sunday, there's the chaperone rule. And apparently the park is just beautiful. The line, my sister took my nephew last Thursday, I think it was. And she's like, the lines are amazing. The park is clean. This is the way it needs to be. So I'm saying chaperone rule all the parks.
Every park?
All of them. Because
It's
teens,
probably
they're the worst.
it's probably not a bad idea. Honestly, like I remember when we were growing up, Six Flags was kind of known for
Yeah.
having quite a lot of hooligans, gang activity as well.
Yup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, implementing the chaperone rule is not a bad idea. I had read something about it too, where like if you're going with so many kids, like one chaperone actually gets free admission, right?
That I did not read.
Yeah, like if your party includes over so many, then one chaperone gets to go in for free, essentially. So a
makes
partial
sense.
incentive for actually doing it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's interesting, and yeah, like it had gotten really bad from what I was hearing, and yeah, like tons of fights. I had gotten actually kind of close to the point where like that was starting to become like the reputation that they were getting known for at the time, and it's funny because I went, I'm just like there's a lot of younger people, sure, but like doesn't seem bad. And then I think it was like a week later, they shut the park down prematurely because of like some incidents that were happening there with the kids. I'm just like, oh, I guess I just picked a good day.
Yeah.
Jeez. That's such an annoying thing to think about too, that we have to get to that point in order for it to be a good idea. And then so this is clearly going to show our age, and fucking all the if any teenagers are watching it are already shitting on us anyway. So fuck you, by the way. Yes,
Well,
you in particular. Uh
Jesus.
you teenager. And then yeah, we're all getting canceled today. It's
what
fine.
if our teenagers that are watching are the ones that are going to buy Blue Chew?
That's bad.
Don't do
That's
that.
even worse. Yeah, we don't
You.
endorse that.
You right there. Don't do that.
See?
That's a no-no.
But anyways, like the problem that I think is like they just think it's funny. Like they see all the stuff on like YouTube and they're like,
It's for
that guy's like,
social media and clout.
yeah, and then they're gonna get banned from all these places. They're not gonna be able to go anywhere, and then okay, they get clout, and then what?
Well, because they have all of their idols that they watch on the YouTubes and the TikToks. They're super famous. They do something stupid, and they get no repercussions for it. So they're like,
don't-
yeah,
They
I
don't
gotta
get
do stupid
repercussions
shit.
then, but they usually get it later, because then you find out that oh, by the way, they cheated on their girlfriend or so. That man, I keep hearing about it all the time, and it's just like, well, then why be popular? Because or at least why be popular when you're younger? Because y'all can't handle that shit. All right, like how many stories have constantly been popping up of like, oh, this person was actually a bad person, oh, this person was actually a pedophile, oh, this person was actually an abuser. It's like we might have to bleep out that p word, by the way, just in maybe. But anyways, like legitimately all these stories are popping up now of like, hey, that person that you idolized was actually a bad person. It's like at this point, who's a good person? Shit.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
the
You really
goalpost
shouldn't.
also move.
But what?
Yeah. I mean, people tend to forget about it. I mean, no one's talking about Keloid scandal anymore.
Oh yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
That's nothing compared to the
Here's
Faiez
to
scandal,
that.
Hey.
or even what our editor did over there. Look,
no worries.
Oh,
no, but we don't talk about
one's
that. We
that
don't
one's
talk
a
about
touchy.
that.
That one's a little touchy.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. It's fine.
Yeah,
Wounds are a little
It's-
fresh on that one.
jury's still out.
Yeah, it's all right. Kelly got him good. Just with the good left hook.
Oh yeah, you know
No,
me,
no, we don't talk about it. We don't talk about it.
because I'm the sheriff in this town.
Just fucking abusing power. Just not even a week have you been isekai'd.
I guess that's my fault because since I drove the Isuzu. So truly, this is my fault. This is my apology video. I just want to say, man, I'm so sorry, guys.
You're supposed to take a deep sigh first.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you gotta put your hands together.
Guys.
Do the prayer emoji.
guys.
Oh.
Just want to
Just-
say,
He's next level. all these YouTubers in their apology videos with the dog. He is the dog.
Oh shit.
Next
Got him.
fucking level. Bam.
Playing 5D
In-
chess
Instant forgiveness right there. Boom.
brings a tear to my eye.
How do you not forgive that? You'd have to be heartless, or
So
not.
next
Heartless.
And
Oh.
you, viewer,
Oh, look
not
at,
that.
oh, look what you did.
Wow.
Okay, I think it's getting too spooky. Oh, it's
You-
floating. We gotta end this,
You
guys.
broke space and time.
Wow.
We gotta end this.
Wow. Awful. Just terrible. You know, it took us a lot of dying to get isekai'd here, and you make a big mess of the place.
Oh,
Just
hold on.
terrible. I'm not a
Let me go
fan.
get my Isuzu real quick. I'll be right back.
Just for that, I'm gonna pour this whiskey on my candle.
Yeah, no.
No,
That's how
that's
it
your
goes.
life flame.
Well, I guess this is the end. Our reality is going to cross over with another one, and we're going to end up in another world. So whatever, it's fine anyways. It's been fun having you all here tonight. Happy Halloween.
and to
Farewell.
you, loyal
Bye.
viewer, this never happened. You've been Mandela'd.
Play the music. Play the outro music. Mandela Effect.
Those are the words.
Those are the words to the song. Or is it because it's a Mandela?
Man, it was...